and Tape podcast with Brucey, Chuff and Lush.
How are we, gentlemen?
Italia Azzurri! By the time you hear this, Italy will be in the final of the Euro 2020 in 2021.
Not if we've got much to say about it, my friend. How are we, boys?
Very happy after that 3-0 win.
I'm pumped.
It was, pretty sure it was 2-1, but anyway.
It's very. Sport is very busy for me at the moment. I'm surprised I have time for work.
Yeah.
Actually, I haven't had time for work, so what am I saying?
So we got tonight, and you'll be listening to this tomorrow morning. So by then, we should have the result of
Which
the
would be
Italy-Spain
3-0
game.
Italy.
3-0 Italy.
They're saying 3-0. I'm
Insigne,
saying
Immobile and Locatelli.
I'm saying 2-1 in extra time to Spain. That's what I'm calling. 2-1.
Don't
extra
put
time
that.
to Spain.
I don't want extra time. I don't want extra time.
No, I don't
I
think
can
anyone
handle
wants
extra time. I can't handle penalties.
No, I can't handle
I
penalties.
had to go through that on Friday night with you boys.
That's right,
Oh,
Chop.
yeah.
And I tell you fucking what,
Stressful.
it was, I don't know. I was just confident the whole way through. I was like, we're going to
Even
win
when
this.
you missed the first pen.
When we missed the first pen, I went, yeah,
Uh-oh.
fuck, I'm going to have to sit here and listen to these pricks. Absolutely.
There were. I
give
did a
it
head
to
count.
me.
There were 11 of us there.
11 of us.
10
yes.
Italian, 1 Spanish.
Yeah. And I had to sit there.
We would have absolutely given it to you.
And then didn't that Spanish goal, is it Simon?
Unai Simon.
Une Simon really turn it the fuck on. Plays for Atletico Bilbao. So, Jacob, I know you listen, mate. Taste.
Yeah. I had to tell you that during the game.
Yeah, you did because it said Atletico.
Yeah, you read athletic and you assume Atletico. But it's Athletic Club de Bilbao.
Yeah,
Bilbao.
but geez, I don't know. It's going to be a
Well,
cracker.
look,
It was
It's gonna
that
be a
young
cracker.
light-skinned guy that got up and blasted it over the bar.
Vargas.
And even
Yeah.
Monty even called before. He said, "This guy's sending it sky."
He
over."
literally
And as soon
said
as he said
that.
I was like, "Yeah, he's right."
He said he's
I was
spot
like,
on with that.
and he was right. The nerves, you could see the nerves on his
But
face.
For me, it's like that's tournament football. I love watching penalty shootouts when my team's not involved.
Yeah, I agree. Agree.
But if
It's
you're
nerve-wracking
If you're
watching
that nervous as a young one, see, I used to take penalties, right? I think I
I
took
would
like 16.
never,
Always,
ever.
always bottom corners.
See,
The less chance of fucking up hitting the bottom corner than you do if you try to. As soon as you lift it in the air, mate.
I get that Chop, but you know, at the same time, so Vargas took a penalty in the France shootout and scored. Switzerland scored all their penalties against France.
They did.
Now, when you go to the next shootout, you can't help but think, because first of all, every team,
Watches.
Spain will watch those penalties. Right? The goalkeeper will study them.
Yeah.
He'll study every
Fuck.
single penalty you've taken.
I know
right?
exactly.
So then in your head, you're like, well, I can't go the same way that I went last time.
Or do I go the same way? Because
Or
you think,
do I? 'Cause he
yeah,
thinks I'm going the other way,
Yeah.
right? And then you start second guessing yourself, and then you walk up and you realise, all right, yep.
he looked like he didn't even make that decision before he stepped up.
You're
So
right,
he was still
you
contemplating
have to be
it.
firm with your decision when you go on and take a penalty. You almost have to decide before. But then I look at someone like Jorginho, who takes penalties for Chelsea in Italy. He doesn't decide where he's going to put it until he's just about to hit the ball.
Yeah.
Because he takes the slow run up and he waits for the keeper, because the keeper has to decide, do I stand here and wait?
Am
Because
I
if
quick
I
enough?
wait, as soon as he hits the ball, if he hits it either side, I won't be quick enough to get down there. I have to.
If you're going to go aside, you're picking it before.
Yeah.
You just
But
you
then
got
you have to
to
time it, because you have to time it just before he kicks, so he can't change.
And
his
especially
mind.
now, you can't. Like, they're very strict about coming off the line.
You got to
now.
have a foot on the line.
Yeah, it's a
So
lot.
you can
Foot
come
on
off.
or
You got
behind the line.
Yeah. But it's going to be a ripper night.
Don't know if we'll be able to sleep.
The banter's been all right. Jimmy tried to get me kicked out of slot box today, which I wasn't impressed by. But
Look, Chop, we love you, but tonight,
Yeah, you're public enemy number one.
Yeah,
look, I honestly don't know who's going to win.
I do.
Obviously, yeah, I know. I think Italy have been probably the best informed team of the tournament, undoubtedly. But this is what Spain do. Spain didn't look too good in the
it's
group
what Spain
tournament
did.
football.
Not the
It's
same
tournament
Spain
football.
anymore.
Anything can
Fuck all.
happen.
Yeah,
You know,
it's a new game.
we've been there before. I remember 2012, Italy played Germany in the semi. We were ranked underdogs, came out, kicked them, and went to the final, which didn't work out very well for us. But, you know,
Hey,
we live and learn. But, like, for me, it's this, like, I've never seen an Italy team play as well as they've played throughout this tournament consistently. Now, I've seen Italy have better teams on paper. I've seen us have better individual players and everything like that. But as a collective, they're playing really well. And, I'm confident supremely confident, but I'm also not silly enough to say Spain's not a chance tonight or anything like that. This is a genuine
Damon, you're silly enough.
55.
Mate, we're
45.
winning. We're
No,
winning.
I believe we'll win, 100%. But
Chiellini and Bonucci are men amongst boys out there.
yeah,
Benucci.
That's
So-
why they got no chance.
yeah. Well, for me, it's like if you were
I
playing,
think it's
with
more your goalkeeper.
Donnarumma.
He's
Do you know what's amazing? I said this the other night.
Is he still? How have AC Milan managed?
Nah,
to
he's
keep
done there
him?
now. He's gone to
He is
PSG.
Oh, there you go. Yeah,
So he's played for 5 years for Italy and he's never conceded more than one goal in a game.
there you go. There
Italy,
you go.
in our lives, well, for a 40-year span, we're going to see 2 goalkeepers for Italy.
100%.
I reckon, because he started at 17. Buffon was there for 150 years.
And
He-
you know what? Italy's always had good goalkeepers.
Yeah, Zoff.
Like Zoff. You can
Pagliuca,
say Zenga,
Peruzzi.
Pagliuca's a couple World
we
Cups.
apologise. You can hear the rain coming.
Yeah.
Back. It is absolutely bucketing down.
yeah. Apparently, it's going to rain in Wembley in London tonight.
I thought you meant down the road, like near
Wembley.
Jollymont.
Was that quarter final always going to be there?
Semi.
Or semi? Sorry.
Yeah. They're both in London in the final.
Oh, so.
But you know what
even
as
tonight's
well,
game's
is that
in-
they're-
Where's
the-
that? Where's it?
the-
Both Wembley?
Tomorrow night is England.
Oh, tomorrow night. Okay,
Yeah. So UK government has stopped, Italian and Spanish residents from entering the country
But then
without quarantining.
Italy did it to people that were in the UK as well, though.
Yeah, but they
the
I
Ukraine
think they
game.
did it as because they
Nah,
did it to them.
did it as a fuck you.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it's not going home this year, because every tournament has that fairy tale, There's always that cool story, whatever. This year's fairy tale is Denmark making it to the final and, what's the word I'm looking for? Honourably losing to Italy.
Yeah.
4 or 5-0 or something. But everyone will go,
I like
oh,
that story.
If they had
they had the run.
Eriksen,
They had,
yeah.
Christian Eriksen had his heart thing. It was the momentum's only going to take them so far. It's going to take them to the final, but then they're going to
Don't get me wrong. I'd love to see the English beat. Right? Nothing would make me more happier other than obviously Italy winning. But they will make the final. I genuinely believe they will make the final, even though I've
Kasper
tipped.
Schmeichel, mate, is going to keep him in.
Look, at the end of the day, I reckon Denmark can do them, but I don't think they will.
Fun fact, a Chelsea player is guaranteed to win the Euro.
Yes, because there's one in each squad, right?
Correct. Christensen at not Christensen.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
Christensen
I
at
was thinking of
Denmark.
I was thinking of Christian Eriksen.
Who's in the Spanish squad? That's
Azpilicueta.
Azpilicueta.
And is Alonso still on the Spanish squad?
No.
No? Oh, that's a bit rough. You're captain, mate. You're captain.
Busquets.
Busquets is their captain.
Busquets is, yeah.
Oh, mate, he must have got
Well,
something.
Azpilicueta was the captain when Busquets wasn't playing.
There you
Yeah,
go.
because
That's
Corona.
That's what I saw.
So, Damon, you've been an excellent tipper in this tournament.
Yep. I was actually as high as equal 4th in Australia and
Equal 4th in Australia.
and 17th in the world out of 1.7 million. For a brief period, like for a few days, I was doing very well.
And then you shut the bed.
Not really. I'm still up the top. I'm second.
Look, it's going to be tight because the way
But I
this
shut
tipping
the
comp
bed
works
last
is that
week.
you have to tip the team that scores first and the first goal scorer.
What
And
is
the
this
score.
called?
It's like
the
a wafer
score,
app, and you
right?
just sign up, you
And
create
it's,
a league.
and it's it's a way of because if this was just down to picking results, Damon's second, he wouldn't be able to pass first. He'd have to go for the upset, and then he'd lose that, and then he's done.
See, and then once a round, you can use your double boost and get double points.
Yes.
So I think maximum points is like 11 if you get the underdog, whatever. But 9 if you pick the right scorer, the right score, team to score, all that, it's like 9 points. And I've got it on my double boost last week.
So you're still in it.
So but then my double boost last week got me 0.
Yes.
Then double 0
Yeah,
is
used to
still
double
0.
boost.
Yeah.
Wow.
Typical.
But yeah, it means
But
nothing.
we're excited.
Good night. And then obviously next week, very big podcast. We've got the Perth Glory, former Perth Glory coach, former Socceroo, Richard Garcia. Former Hammer. I can't wait to talk West Ham with him.
We've got so much to talk about.
Former Hammer
We
joining us
might not even
on
get
the show.
to glory,
No, maybe not.
Nah, we're going to ask him his first year of coach in the bag.
100% we will.
I reckon, unfortunately, if Corona wasn't around, he probably would have had that team in the finals, but they had a terrific late surge to get into the finals. Had a very difficult year, but we're going to talk to him.
It's great a local boy is coaching Perth Glory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He played for Glory at some
He
stage.
did,
of his
he
career,
did.
didn't
Yeah.
he?
Finished
At
off.
the end.
He finished.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Finished off. Was in the. Was he in the grand finals?
What age did he head to Europe?
You know what,
16.
Bruce? Save it for next week.
Yeah.
That's right.
but he was 16.
Yeah, thanks.
Big soccer. It's big soccer vibes at the moment.
Yeah, so that would be the night after the final. So we're going to get his take on the final. Give it a bit of a
Is he? I'll ask him next week.
100% Spanish.
Okay.
100% Spanish.
Garcia.
right?
Garcia. No, I meant like, is he like?
Yeah,
Into
wow. Obviously played for Australia, so Australia's
yeah.
his first country. But
Yeah, but
yeah,
then you
right
see
now
like
you'd be
John
saying,
Aloisi on the Optus Sport, and you can tell he's
Of
like,
course, because he would have been like us. He
he's
would
an
have grown
Italian
up.
fanboy, yeah.
Because Australia were never in the
Yeah.
World Cup. I mean, they were once.
I'm sure when
never.
like Australia's playing World Cup, he's gone for them.
Yeah.
Number one, because he played for him. I get it. But Aloisi, Italian, grew up in Italian.
Hasn't
and it's Euros.
and he's really into it. He's like,
Yeah.
wants Italy to win.
I'm so pumped, man.
hasn't Luke Wilkshire put on some plump as well?
A couple of shit tats as well, didn't he?
He's full of shit tats.
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, ooh.
But
Yeah, I never liked him when he was playing.
anyway,
Good
that-
coverage. I'll give it to Optus Sport.
Yeah.
It's been
Yeah.
good.
I've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed the tournament. Tournament's been good.
It's
It has
actually,
been.
I have to agree. It's actually been really easy to watch.
Yeah.
I love how they do the mini setup,
Yeah.
the
3 minute,
highlights.
9 minute,
Yeah.
25
There's
minute.
been upsets. There's been goals. There's been.
I don't know if it's
drama.
recency bias and maybe I can't remember the other ones, but for me, it's been the best
It's the
international
best
tournament for a
since-
while.
For me, since obviously 2006.
6, yeah.
And then before that was Euro 2000. Really enjoyed that. Now, granted, in
remember
both
that.
those tournaments, Italy made a run, which helps.
Yeah, of course.
But I still really enjoyed like France '98, and I enjoyed
Korea.
Brazil. No, I didn't enjoy Korea at all.
Korea sucked.
Everything about it.
Conspiracy.
Not waking up at 3 a.m., like having to at 6 o'clock at night watch a soccer game. Like, how the fuck do you do that?
Where's the next one? Qatar.
Yeah,
That's-
the World Cup's
that's
Qatar.
European time as well.
Interesting. All right. Well, look, plenty of soccer to talk about. We're going to get into it
Yeah.
as we go along. But Phoenix Suns, Milwaukee Bucks. A little bit of sport at the start of this week's show, but then we got another bracket, and we got about 10 fan questions to
I'm going to
get
say
through.
the bracket sport, but yeah, anyway.
Um,
So, Phoenix Suns are in the finals, the NBA finals, for the first time since 1993. Literally since I started following them, because I probably followed them when I was 6, so 94. So I haven't seen them in the finals. We've been close a few times, had some good teams, good runs. But we're in the finals. And I'm pumped.
And a serious chance,
And
too.
a serious chance.
is Giannis getting up? Or
Giannis,
I think he
Giannis,
missed,
I
missed the
think
first game
he's
or two.
touch and go for game one.
No? Yeah.
This is the way I see it. He won't play game one.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Right? If they sneak the win, he won't play game 2,
Yeah, okay.
and then I'll bring him back for game 3 in Milwaukee.
But if
Because
lose
all they
the
want to
first-
do is they want to split the first 2.
Yeah.
That's all they want to do.
Yeah.
If they lose the first one, I reckon they might push him for game 2.
Manage time.
Where,
or
where's
just
it
push him,
starting? Where's
jab
it
him up?
starting?
Suns. Phoenix got the home court advantage
Why is that?
because
they
we
finished
had the
higher?
better record.
Better record. Cool.
So if Phoenix wins their home games, we win the chip. So all we have to do, boys.
It's coming home.
All we have to do.
What?
I think look, no Giannis or Giannis.
Look, Giannis will play. Just assume that.
Chop, what's his surname? Giannis' surname.
I know it. And
Can you
loophole.
try, can you try it?
Uh,
Try
Bring it up. Bring it up.
I just need to see
can
it.
see
That's
it.
what I mean.
See
Bring
it.
it up.
Okay,
you
yeah.
got 3-4 screens in front of you. Bring it up.
All right.
So bring it up.
You know what the thing about African names is? They look like they're complicated, but if you just look at them, you just sound it out, and they sound as they're spelled.
Exactly. That's
All
what
of them.
that's what I realized about his name. Because look, first time you see it,
Yeah.
Antek Pupu. Obviously, once I hear it, I could say it.
Yeah, that's fine. Try it again.
Antetokounmpo.
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 There you go.
Antetokounmpo.
There you
Giannis
go. The
Antetokounmpo.
poo-poo.
Obviously, I've heard the name
Yeah, I
1,000
know.
times as well,
Oh,
but when you put it on spot, you're reading it Antetokounmpo.
You got to say it about 100 times to get used to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
Is
just
he
say
Greek?
the Greek freak.
Yeah.
He's 100% Greek. He's born there.
Just for everyone at home, I'm only big on the Miami Heat. That's about it, guys. So if everyone's going, this guy doesn't know NBA. I watch basketball. It's great, but, unless the
Chop
Miami
will
Heat,
watch anything he bets on.
pretty much. But it should be a good series.
I think it's going to be a very good series. It's good that either team hasn't won one before.
New teams. Not the Lakers,
Happy for Chris Paul.
not the Celtics.
Because they're not a super team. I don't really think Milwaukee are either.
No,
by any
there's no
stretch. They've got
super-
one, and that's great to see.
Small-
You're going to
Yeah.
get
small market teams
Yep.
that have genuine, like the fan bases for both will be fucking feverish. You know, they won't just be like, "Oh, we're in again," like kind of thing. Like Phoenix fans will absolutely rock the joint tomorrow morning.
And people say it's negative when you say, all these bandwagon fans come out of the woodwork and stuff. Great. That's the thing. Why would you support a shit team anyway? Like,
In the day, it's like, for me,
More
it's
the
like,
merrier.
okay, I'm different. I'm a different beast. My team's shit. I'm still there. I'm grinding. I'm, there.
Yeah, I'm very much like that as well.
But when the Suns were shit,
I'm a Carlton supporter,
don't get me
so-
wrong. When the Suns were shit, like, I didn't watch them every
No, of
game
course
they
you're
played.
not going to.
First of all, it's very hard to watch every NBA game. It's fucking 82. But, I didn't just sit there and go, I'm going to suffer through this.
no.
But, kept up to date, watched them, obviously know what they were doing. But then once they're good, just get you of
course it does.
about.
Of course it does.
That's why you're looking for that Carlton feeling. Like it's that, where your team's good
Chasing
and
it.
genuinely, you watch it and you're excited about it. Like watching the series against, Denver and the Clippers and even the Laker one, you look at it and go, fuck, this is nice. It's a nice feeling to have when your
Yeah.
team was shit for so long, like 10 years, and now we're in the finals.
So you've had to now, the universe had to take away Hawthorn from you for a bit and just say, here's Azuri,
Well,
here's
that's
Phoenix.
what I thought, right? So I was balancing Italy and the Phoenix Suns, and I was just putting the Hawks in the back burner. And then fucking today,
Bombshell.
succession plan, right? So now I need an assistant to help me manage these teams.
So what's going on, hey?
All I'm waiting for is the Indianapolis Colts this week to say,
Yeah,
Aaron
Carson Wentz's out.
Aaron Rodgers has been traded in,
yeah.
right? So, if that happens, then I'm
There's
then-
nothing happening in NFL at the moment,
if
trust
that
me.
happens, I'll actually.
Trust me. Oh, not a spat.
It's not that I don't like I actually don't mind either the Giants or the Colts. Don't mind them. Even though we're arch nemesis, I don't have that. But I hate Carson Wentz. So I
do.
hate Adam right now.
That's fine.
It's all right. We have that
gonna
bet. I
make-
can't remember what was the bet, but I know what. No, I can't remember what the terms were. I know that we had a bet.
For what?
What?
Carson Wentz would.
Oh, yeah, something.
Oh fuck! We'll go back and listen to it.
We're going to have to find that.
Yeah, there was a bet me and you made about Carson Wentz.
Oh, I
in
don't know if
Indianapolis.
we had done that yet. I don't think we actually said it
Oh, I
on
think we
air
might have
yet.
said,
Yes.
we saved him because then we've got one as well for the jersey.
Yeah, I don't think we've said that
No,
yet. So
close
we'll,
to-
close to
NBA's
the-
still a fucking long way away.
Yep,
We're
100%.
still 10 weeks out.
NFL,
What did I say?
NBA.
Yeah. See? I can't even remember what the fucking thing's called. It's been that long.
That's not that fucking far, bro.
Yeah, I know, but considering how long it's been.
It'll fly by.
But since fucking February.
First week of September it starts, eh?
Yep. I think we're 9 weeks out now.
And they're doing a full preseason.
Yep.
Jesus.
3 games each.
Tell you what.
So that's going to happen in August.
And I think now the Colts were the last team, but every team said full stadiums.
Wow, that's huge.
We're
Well,
back.
because you know why? America's vaccination rates are already above like 40, 50%.
Yeah, I think it's a lot.
That's fucking huge. It's like 150
Some
million
players
people.
are refusing to get vaccinated, like Cole Beasley.
And what happens to them? They play or what?
No, they have different restrictions and stuff. So they have to wear a mask. They can't, it's a pretty big, even travel restrictions and stuff. They travel separate. It's a bit
Just
of a
get
big
the
deal.
vaccination.
96. I saw something that 96% of doctors are vaccinated. That's good enough for me. If medical doctors are saying it's okay to do it, then
The
that's
way
okay
I
for
see
me.
it is, and I can't speak for those professional athletes.
I can.
I've stuck some own shit in my body.
Oh, that's what I mean. And I'm sure these athletes have done racks of fucking bathroom toilets, toilet seats and stuff like that.
All
Well,
I'm
yeah.
saying is a lot of weird shit's probably entered my body over
Oh,
the years.
yeah.
It doesn't matter. I've already had my first Pfizer, got it done. So
Yeah, I'm a couple
here
weeks
at
away.
Any Give and Take, we're all getting vaccinated. We tell people, get fucking
We're
vaccinated.
pro-vaccination.
And if you try to
First of
tell
all,
me
if you-
not to,
if
I'm just
you-
going to go
If you're anti-vax,
suck a dick.
no, stop listening.
Yeah.
If you're anti-vax, that's your decision to make.
Absolutely.
You're an idiot.
But yeah.
But don't complain.
Start getting your affairs in order
Yeah,
and your
I've
will and
heard
everything.
I've heard some.
It's not going to be a long life.
This isn't necessarily anti-vaxxers, but I've heard people say, "Oh, I won't get vaccinated until they open the borders." They're not opening the borders until we get vaccinated.
Yeah.
Right.
If like you just look
If
at
we
my
all-
sister's in Sydney right now, and like she loves Gladys, whatever the bloody name is, and has been ranting and raving, and now they're going to be in lockdown for at least another 2 weeks. You're talking about a month in lockdown because of how they handled it. You look at us, Mark McGowan, for all that he is, and people think he's like very power hungry and all that. They saw it was one case was the Delta strain. We're going into lockdown. 4 days, we're out of it. There's been no more community, really any more community. I don't think there has been. I think there's been only one more community transmission the whole time. And we're back to normal living. Yet Sydney went the other route and the whole fucking state's pretty much in lockdown now. And Queensland's in lockdown. So quicker we get vaccinated people, the quicker we can get back to fucking normal life.
I just want, I want to go to stadiums. I want to go overseas to watch these sporting events. Mm-hmm. There wasn't any COVID. Good chance I could be at these Euros.
Yeah. There is.
Right.
Well, Catters was going.
Yeah, don't talk to Catters about that. He'll fucking cry. Because he had tickets. He has everything. He was going to be. He would have been at this game tonight.
Oh, that's heartbreaking.
Heartbreaking for the guy. But, let's just get through this. We're near the end.
We have to do something.
Just have to break it.
We have to go away and do one of these tournaments.
Oh,
we
yeah.
have to. We will.
Yeah, but like which
Qatar's
one?
not happening. I'm not
Qatar,
going to Qatar.
no chance. That's a waste of time.
Because I want to be able to take my shirt off and not get in trouble.
So for me, my targets are Germany 2024.
Yep. And then North
Euros,
America.
and then the North American World Cup in 2026.
Yeah.
Has to be the North because that's in Canada, Mexico, and the US.
Correct.
That would be amazing.
I want to go to SoFi Stadium,
When's it on?
Rams
Summer?
Chargers Stadium.
Yeah, it'll be June, July.
Okay, June, July. Well, we can't stay over there for that long. I've got a business to run. I was going to say stay.
Yeah, you can. You do it from remotely, mate. You're thinking 5 years down the track, you won't be working by then. You'll just
Yeah,
be
it's
fucking.
5 years, eh?
Yeah. You won't be in this office. You'll be somewhere else. Don't worry about it. You have a secretary.
Look, end of the
deal with
day,
it. 5 years.
That's a
I'll
once
be
in a
retired
lifetime.
or
I'll
retarded.
happily take a couple of weeks off work.
Yeah.
I'll take as much as I want.
That'd be an amazing World Cup to go and do.
North America's good because it's civilized. It's English speaking. Like
There's infrastructure there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
around
Germany would be the same. I mean,
Germany's great.
Germany's good because smaller country, you can get around.
Speaks
Yeah,
as
that's
much
true.
English as fucking.
You've been, you've been to Munich, haven't you?
Well, just Berlin.
You went to Berlin's sick. Berlin's such an amazing country.
Every single person I spoke
city.
to in Berlin spoke excellent English.
Yeah, they didn't really speak German.
You go to
at all.
Calabria, not one person spoke a lick of English.
Nah.
Nothing, man.
That's
Same
like
with Sicily.
that's like
Yeah,
when
yeah.
me, Nooch, and Luke and JV went to Turkey, and English is like not spoken at all.
Yeah.
And we were like
That's hard.
ordering food, and they're looking at it. They're like, even the waiters, like you would think, okay, big.
Did they
tourist
have the
thing.
menus where it like had the
Yeah.
Turkish and English?
Yep. So we're in Istanbul.
So just point.
Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose. If you're a waiter in Istanbul, there's a lot of
Do you
tourism.
remember when the riots were there? It was so funny. Like, me and Noosh talking, and then he goes, bro, look at this clip. And it was of this square. We used to walk into this square every day from our hotel. It was like the main square. And then there was footage of a couple of years ago where the riots and all this shit were happening. They were pushing over buses and
Fuck
fight.
that.
We were just like, I was in that square. It's
That's
crazy.
what I mean. Going to some of those European countries, like for tournaments, or even Mexico, it's a bit like sketchy, you know.
So I went to Brazil, which is obviously a great country. Don't get me wrong, but obviously infrastructure wise, it's not there. I mean, I can't understand. Obviously, it's Latin America, but 300 million people, and you don't have a fucking rail system or anything like that around the country or anything like that. Like flying was complicated. To get to one city, we had to do like 3 different stops.
Yeah,
Are you serious?
Yeah,
Wow.
it's Manaus. It's in the fucking Amazon, but
Yeah, there's that stadium they built there, eh?
Yeah.
And now they store fucking chickens in there.
yeah, it's nothing.
Like
Are
the
you
stadium,
serious?
there's no professional sporting team around that area.
Why would
Yeah,
they
there's
do
this-
that?
it made no sense to put a stadium there. Great, get me wrong. Like, I had no issues with the city. It was a great memory. We beat England 2-1.
There you go.
But like we got there and we were like, what the fuck? Like, there wasn't any like big sort of, not skyscrapers.
Like
It wasn't-
no CBD
it
or
just
anything like
didn't
that.
feel like a city. It felt like a village.
Yeah, right. It is
So-
though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Pretty
Why
much.
the fuck would you stick
And
a
they say
stadium
don't get in the water because like it's the
Tapeworms
Amazon
and shit.
like you just don't want to risk it. So you're just hovering around the beach. It was beautiful weather, but like the women weren't beautiful there. Like, I'll say that.
Really? Not in that part of Brazil?
Not in
no.
Manaus, no.
No? Wow.
way. Well, it's not very populated. It's very
Inbred villages sort
Yeah,
of thing.
Jesus.
yeah.
Yeah.
And it's so far out. Like imagine, it's almost like Australia. So all the East Coast, and then you got Perth, like on one side. There's nothing in between. So it was basically all along the coast was the World Cup, and then Manaus
Right, just
in
in
the
the middle of nowhere.
middle of nowhere. So like Perth is different. Obviously, we're a big city and populated, all that. But like if Brazil had the infrastructure where the rail was going, it would have been so much easier to get around.
Yeah.
Like we even gave up tickets to the second round and the quarterfinal once Italy didn't make it, because we had to go from fucking Rio to the north, and it was to watch Costa Rica and Greece. And I know it would have cost thousands of dollars in flights.
Fuck that.
To get there.
No.
Catters and I still talk about how close we were. So Italy lost that game to Uruguay, and Uruguay scored with like 5 minutes to go, and Chiellini got bitten that game. If Italy drew that game, we would have been playing in Rio against Colombia. So at the Maracanã, beautiful, right? Then, so the winner would play Brazil in the quarters. And how my tickets worked was you
Jesus.
I had
Sorry. I tried so long. I was holding that for so long.
Wow.
It had to come out.
Sorry, everybody at
I
home.
had follow Italy to the
Oh, yeah.
quarterfinal. But how it worked is if Italy got knocked out before, you follow the team that beat Italy.
Right.
So regardless of what happened in if Italy played Colombia at the Maracanã iconic stadium, we would have then been able to see Brazil in a home World Cup either against Colombia or Italy.
Wow.
And because that prick, I'm blaming Suarez, because that prick bit Chiellini. Because I remember it like it was yesterday. Chiellini got bitten. He was distracted. They had a corner a minute later, and he was still like. Imagine if you got bitten during the game, like you kind of like your mind's elsewhere. You're not.
He got
supremely
reprimanded
focused.
after the game.
Yeah, he got
didn't
suspended for 8 games or something like that.
Pig.
Is that
Twice
if
he's done it.
VAR was there, he gets sent off. They
Yeah,
stop the
right.
game. They send him off. Italy holds on.
How do we reckon VAR's gone for this tournament?
I think it's been okay, except for the Swiss red card, which wasn't a red card
Swiss.
against Spain.
Oh, dude, to me in real time, that looked pretty nasty.
Nah. So
And
his foot wasn't. He didn't
No,
rise.
his studs were showing.
So this is the area because like I've listened to a lot of pundits and they pretty much all agree it should have been a yellow card. Now, what should have happened was Michael Oliver rashed. He went, I hate that prick, Michael Oliver. Anyway,
Yeah, he's a weasel.
showing a red, just show a yellow, and then VAR can say
Yeah,
if it is
right.
a red card, go have a look at it.
I'm comfortable with saying that. Like to me, yeah, people say it may have changed the game, this and that.
Well, it did because they stopped playing after that.
Do you know what I don't like though? I don't like the offside calls that are like a millimeter. Do you know what I mean? Where it's like
you have to have the
it's
black and
someone's
white.
shirt, or I know, but that
Offside.
changes. That's
You know, it's meant
Takes-
to go to the benefit of doubt. It's meant to go to the striker.
Yeah, but there's
Yeah.
no when there's VR, there's no doubt.
that's what I mean. There's no doubt, and you see some guys like their shirts a little bit in front. You're like, that's not fucking sport.
But to be honest, I'm
Human
okay
error
with
by
that.
referee is
Yeah,
part
but
of
I'm okay
sport.
with it because it means it's like it's clear, and if it's not a
Yeah.
goal, it's not a goal. It's offside. It's
Yeah.
offside. The Premier League completely fuck up VAR, but in major tournaments it seems to work pretty well. Last World Cup worked well. It's working well now.
Yeah, we'll get used to it.
Clear, like you don't get a goal, it's fine. Fuck,
When it works in your favour, it's great. Like against Austria,
Yeah,
for
exactly.
Let's do the bracket, boys. Let's get into it.
Take the bracket off
So-
my feet. So
So we
bracket
changed
intro.
it up. Brucey's done the bracket this week.
the intro's on you.
And I tell you what, he was absolutely talking this
This
up. in
could
the
be
group
the
today.
best bracket we've ever done.
Wow. We're talking it up.
We are doing jaw-dropping moments in sport. Shocking.
that was my jaw dropping.
Right.
Couldn't hear.
Okay. Now, when you're deciding which one wins, it is not what you preferred or anything like that. It is gone when that happened at the time.
Shock value.
If you were alive, the shock value. And till this day, if you bring it up, you just go, unbelievable that happened. And
I
then
love
you
this.
have to obviously rank them.
Well, I'm going to write down some honourable mentions.
Honourable mentions, because I made a list and I was like, fuck, I don't have enough. I have more than enough. Honourable mentions, the Minneapolis Miracle in the NFC Championship.
Yep.
Yeah.
The Philly Special. The
That's a good one.
Cubs Break the Curse.
Oh,
Wow.
that didn't make it in there?
The Miracle on Ice.
That didn't make it in there?
Jeez, that's when the US beat the Russians.
I had Italy beat Brazil 1982. That one didn't make it.
Well, yeah.
The Leo Barry Mark didn't make it.
Can't.
And the Michael Vick dogfighting did not make it.
Wow.
So that gives you a sense
Okay,
of this
this
list.
is a bit of all over the shop then, because I thought you were going to.
It's jaw-dropping moments and
Wow, Russo's just printed out.
stories, right?
Do you want something to lean on?
Yes.
He's definitely
So
going, hey, Mule, fuck you.
I've got a printer.
I'm going to up the ante.
I did
here.
I did the randomized seed, so the seeding means nothing. But number 1 versus number 32 to start us off. Number 1, the Tiger Woods sex scandal. Remember when that happened? And
That
then
was massive.
He was in a car accident.
Yeah.
And then everything came out.
That was massive.
He had 15,000 sex partners.
Yeah,
That was-
they're all white women.
15,000.
17.
He definitely-
17% of that was porn stars.
Yeah.
So anyway, number 32 is the block by LeBron James that won the Cleveland their first title in sports history.
Yeah.
Wow.
Against Golden State. Oh, to me, Tiger Woods.
Tiger Woods. I expect that from LeBron.
Yeah.
It didn't drop my jaw.
Tiger Woods was
Tiger Woods.
That was all over.
That
the
was
news.
jaw dropping
Yeah.
It was.
because he was like renowned, family man,
Yeah.
everything.
Eldridge.
Okay, number 18 versus number 17.
Wait, just on that, can you imagine having all that in the open? I mean, that is just fucking mental.
It just kept coming out like the next
and
one
just
and the
have
next
to
one.
have to publicly apologise
And
and,
then,
shit like that. So-
3 bubbles in Perth,
Yeah.
12 years later, still talking about it. Do you know what I mean? It just never goes away. I'm serious.
Number 18 versus number 17.
So it's on me now, huh?
Andreas Escobar is killed for an own goal.
Ooh.
one of the
Auburn
best.
wins the Iron Bowl
Oh,
with the pick 6 from the field goal.
Goal.
Chris Davis took it to the house.
Yeah.
That's what I watched that video. I'd love to see on my YouTube how many times I've watched that.
We will actually put that video up
Yeah.
on the Any Given
Chris
Take.
Davis for me.
I'm saying Andreas Escobar, chop.
See, here's the thing: the 30 for 30 about the two Escobars is
One of the best.
probably I would say it's the best 30 for 30. If you haven't watched it, watch it. It's called is it the Tale of Two Escobars. Yeah, it's about Pablo crossing over the same time
The
with
two Escobars, it's called. Yeah.
two Escobars. For me, although that is wicked, I'm going with the Escobars.
Fair enough.
That to me was a very, very big story and very renowned.
Can I
Growing
just
up-
say something? I listened to Tom Segura the other day.
You
Tom
told me about
talked,
this.
and he had the DEA agent that caught Pablo Escobar, Stephen Murphy, the guy from the show
Yeah.
Narcos.
Oh, yeah.
If you listen to that, unreal.
I will.
Pablo was a pig,
By so much story.
brutal
Like,
pig,
yeah.
man.
Yeah.
All right, number 8. Heartbreakingly, Robbie Budgie misses the 1994 World Cup final penalty. Say that. Yeah, that was hard to say. Number 25. And I like this is unbelievable. Monica Seles is stabbed while playing tennis match against
That
Steffi
was
Graf.
by
In the shoulder blades.
That's
Yeah.
it. That's it for me. Jaw dropping. It's Monica Seles.
her getting shanked during
Oh,
the game
mate.
by a stalker.
Monica Seles wins.
That is
though.
fucking. I still remember that. I remember during the game. Again, another video we could potentially slide up there. Just getting shanked.
Yep.
Nuts.
It's ridiculous.
Number 9. The Calciopoli scandal in 2006, which saw Juventus get relegated. Now, that's unbelievable. That's Juventus, the biggest club in Italy, relegated and stripped of titles. So that was jaw-dropping. Number 24.
Refresh my memory. What the hell happened there?
So it was found that they were influencing referee decisions, not on the game, but like by choosing which referees they wanted to ref their matches. But it came out, every single club was doing it. Right, they were calling up the referee designator, but Inter were obviously very jealous of Juventus,
Yeah.
and they're the ones that did the wiretaps and everything like that. And because of the statute of limitations, when everything of this came out, when all the facts came out,
Yeah.
they couldn't punish Inter for what they did, and they couldn't reverse what happened to Juventus. Like they kept fighting to try to get those titles back, but they still recognise it in Juventus, but in Serie A they don't. They lost 2 titles because of that,
Shit.
And got
and
relegated.
they got relegated.
Wasn't it to Serie C or Serie B?
It was going to be Serie C.
Yeah.
But
That's
then
right. They got back up straight away, didn't they?
Yeah. Against LeBron leaves Cleveland for Miami Heat with a decision.
Oh, LeBron for me.
Yeah, LeBron.
Because that's when he. I remember
was
they had.
jaw-dropping.
That was like the first.
Yeah. The
Big-
decision.
The big 3, and then how they did it, and they rolled
But
it
it was
out.
so like jaw dropping because he did a full like
Yeah,
The press
we're gonna bring
conference, yeah.
not 1,
It's-
not 2.
I'm taking my
not 3.
talents to South Beach.
still
Yeah.
talked about today. Like that.
Are they
'cause
the
he's
first
massive.
big 3, or was Boston the first big 3?
I think technically the
Did
first
Boston
big
just
three
sort
was
of
the 80s.
become the big
Yeah,
3?
yeah, but like as defined
Yeah,
as
as
the big
Bo-
3,
yeah, okay, yeah.
it was Bosch, Wade.
Yeah, for
Bron.
sure. For sure.
Number 4. Chop will love this. Dom Sheed wins it. The 2018 AFL Grand
Fucking
Final.
one of the greatest moments of my life.
If this beats this one, for jaw dropping, I'll be surprised. Brazil beaten 7-1 by Germany in the semi-final
that.
of their home World Cup.
That.
Nah, fuck that. Dom
Jaw
Sheed.
dropping, that.
Dom
So you've
Sheed.
said Brazil?
Brazil.
You said
Dom
Sheed.
Sheed.
I'm saying Brazil.
Ah,
For sure. 7-1 at
Sheed.
home. Oh,
That is unbelievable.
mate.
that was
The
isn't that
five-time
game?
world champions,
David
the best
Luiz had a
international
fucking-
Oh, David Luiz.
Had an absolute
And it
meltdown.
was so quick. Like, I remember we were watching their first 10, 15 minutes, nothing happened, and then bang. And then they just kept scoring, and it was 5-0 at half time.
Yeah, that for sure.
That, what did he do? Didn't he 2 own goals or some shit? He just had
He's
a meltdown.
just had a mare.
He had
One of the all-time mares.
Oh, the next matchup's so good.
Okay.
The Cantona Kung Fu kick.
Oh.
That was massive.
This is funny how this randomised these two matchups. Zidane sees red, the headbutt in the 2006 World Cup final.
Okay. Here's
For
why.
jaw-dropping.
Jaw-dropping.
Cantona.
Cantona.
Yeah.
Mate, Zidane in his last game in the World Cup
Yeah.
final.
They were losing at this stage, like, and is
No, it was a
one
draw. It
all.
was
Was it
extra
draw?
time.
It was extra time. He
He
missed out on
legitimately-
taking a penalty.
Yeah.
He would have.
Does that change it?
no, because
Cantona,
Cantona
kung flu,
fly
man.
kicking a spectator. But you know what the spectator said?
Yeah.
But Cantona's got a retarded. Sorry,
We'll bleep that out.
with a sorry, a
Beep. Daughter.
sister.
Sister.
And the guy said, "I'm gonna fuck her" or something,
Yeah.
and he just said,
But then he did it, and then he just walked up.
"Yeah,
He's
what did
the
he?"
coolest cunt that's ever
And
played
they
sport.
said Sir Alex Ferguson, because Sir Alex Ferguson's renowned for giving like sprays. But he's told the story. He goes, he got to the dressing room, and everyone was waiting for him to spray Cantona. But then he looked at Cantona and goes, I'm not going to do that." So he
Yeah.
just left him. Like, just
What
didn't
did
say
he
a
get
thing.
for that?
Oh, I got like a 15, 17 match ban, something like huge. Rest of the season.
Oh, that footage is insane.
Yeah. And like they make T-shirts of it now. It's awesome.
He's the best.
Yeah. All right, next matchup. Number 5. Grosso wins it in extra time against Germany. I think this one will win, though. Tonya Harding and Nancy Kerrigan.
Oh, Tonya Harding.
Tonya
As soon as you
Harding.
said Monica Seles, I was waiting for this one.
Fucking movie about it.
That's insane.
Hi, Tonya. Good movie.
It is a good move.
You go, you were that competitive that you
In
got
figure skating.
someone to belt someone just so you could make the Olympic team.
What, like, just an insane underworld of figure skating.
Yeah.
That is just going to get that brutal that you go and bash someone else for figure skating.
Hi, yeah, that's nuts.
Next
That whole
match,
story is
crazy.
Next matchup. Greece wins Euro 2004.
Big one.
That was jaw dropping.
The huge.
Now, the next one I'm going to say, but then I'll give you the context. Ray Allen hits the game-tying 3
Whoa.
in Game 6 of the 2012 NBA Finals.
And they were down.
Now, why that's
3-2.
so that's LeBron, right? Why that's so important is that if he doesn't hit this 3, Spurs win the series.
Yeah.
LeBron's lost 2 straight NBA Finals at the Miami Heat.
Yep.
And all of a sudden, the decision looks like the worst thing that he's ever done.
Yep.
And I don't think they come back and win title after that. I think it's too damaging.
We won 2 in 4.
No, you see, you won the 2 middle ones and lost the 2 ends, right? But if you don't win that second one, I'll say
No, we lost the first one.
Yeah, I know. That's what I said. The 2 ends.
Oh, 2 and 1s. Yep, yep.
Okay.
Greece, 2004.
For me, being a Miami Heat fan, because I was a big Dwayne Wade fan before LeBron got there, Ray Allen hitting that shot was fucking unbelievable.
It is a genuine tough one. For LeBron's legacy, I'm going with the Ray Allen.
Ooh.
It's huge, huge.
Greece were paying 1,001 to 1 at the start of that tournament. My dad's
unbelievable.
mate put $10 on him because he's Greek. 10 grand.
This is a good matchup.
Look, if you don't put money on your home team in any of these fucking tournaments, you're a dumbass.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, but it's Greece, man.
Like if you
It
put
happened.
money, if you put money on England, you've already been paid out. How fucking?
Yeah,
how much of the wankers are they to pick England?
Yeah. Because they know the people that bet on them are stupid and they'll rebet it.
I'm just going to put money
lose
on
it.
England every tournament now.
No.
Fuck, well, they're just going to fucking do that.
semis, yeah.
Huh.
All right, number 2. The O.J. Simpson car chase.
No, that's don't even need to tell me
Man,
the
what
next
it's up
one.
against is a pretty good one. It will probably beat it, but the miracle of Istanbul. Liverpool come from 3-0 down at half time to beat
Okay.
the all-conquering Milan side.
Let me say this. OJ Simpson and what he did, to put into context, makes that look like a blimp on the radar. OJ Simpson thing was fucking huge.
I don't think
bro.
a lot of people here would realize like how much of a big star
That's-
OJ
OJ
was.
That's stop. So that's legitimately they obviously did a 30 for 30 on that. On the same day
Did
was
a
the
TV
World Cup,
show on it.
was the 1994 World Cup opening match.
Yeah.
The New York Rangers were playing in a game 7 in the Stanley Cup playoffs
Yeah.
at Madison Square Garden. And
Tupac got shot? No, Mike's
no, something. But there was like all these other big
That
events.
one day in October it's
Yeah,
called or
yeah.
something
No,
like
it's
that.
one day in July or June or something like that.
That doesn't sound as good as October.
Yeah. One day in October is 4 days in October is the.
That's what I'm thinking of. That's one with Tupac's in it.
All right, so what are you choosing, Chop?
OJ Simpson.
He killed a man. Like OJ.
Killed a man and
Two
a woman.
people.
And a woman. Like, yeah.
And got off it. And got off.
And then wrote a book called If I Did It. I'm serious.
Sorry, we shouldn't laugh.
O.J.
but
Simpson.
that's how fucked up America is.
Oh.
But how lucky, everything, timing. He did it right after the LA riots. So there's a heightened sense that black people were
Yeah.
getting wronged. And rightfully so in America. They have been very wronged.
But the glove didn't fit.
The glove didn't fit. If the glove didn't
You got to
fit,
try
you
it on
can't-
against the skin.
You acquit.
You got to try it
If
against the
the
skin.
glove don't fit, you acquit.
Yeah, that's crazy.
This
that
next
whole thing.
matchup is good one.
There's one I haven't heard yet, and I hope I hear it. I was going to be angry.
Super Bowl 42. The Giants upset the Pats. Got 18-1. The Jordan game winner in 1998. There's a hard one.
That's hard.
Jaw dropping is we were
Significant underdog.
like I think we might have been wild
But
card.
you got to remember the Jordan shot. So this is the guy, the best player of his generation, the best player of all time, hitting the game-winning shot to win his 6th NBA championship.
All right, so undefeated Patriots go up against a Giants team that shouldn't have even been in the playoffs. Really, there's the helmet catch. There's
the Eli Manning, like evasion.
for that
the
catch.
Tyree
And then that Plaxico finish. Like that's the best team that one of the best
you're
teams
choosing
ever.
Giants.
I'm going the
I'm
Giants.
going Jordan.
I'm going Jordan.
I believe the Giants didn't make that.
Yeah, that was tough, but Michael Jordan.
It's all about the
that shot.
seeding, you know.
Ride us off at your peril.
Oh, this is a nice one. The Essendon drug saga.
Ooh.
Versus Jordan retires the first time. So, like, Jordan retiring the first time was a genuine
Yeah.
jaw-dropping. No
Yeah.
one thought it was
World
coming.
news, not sport news.
Like, he was
world
the
news.
best player. He was at the top of his game when he just decided, I'm not doing it anymore.
I want to go play baseball.
In the Essendon drug saga, which, you know, was fucking unreal. Like, this is a team that systematically tried to cheat the system, and they did it in a way that they, first of all, didn't tell the players what they were taking or anything like that, but it was a chemically induced culture, what I'll say that.
Yeah, but it suits the character of Essendon. They're all
Yes.
scumbags.
I'll go first.
They're all scumbags.
Jordan retires.
See, obviously, I don't like remember. I'm not going to lie and say I remember. I obviously would have heard
A
it.
lot
but
of these things we went,
Yeah.
but you look at it now and you go, wow.
in context, and at the time, was the biggest news in the world
Because
at
he
that
was
time.
the biggest athlete in the
yeah,
world.
it wasn't just sport news. That was world
But
news.
in saying that, the Essendon drug
That's
saga
a tough one for me though.
has-
I'm going to go Jordan.
was absolutely massive.
Yeah, huge.
And was massive for a
Probably
number
the
of years.
biggest Australian sports scandal or something that we had.
Easily.
Easily. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
So
Yeah.
who won? Jordan?
Jordan.
Jordan.
Because Essendon never win. They never make it to the finals.
The next one,
Yeah.
it's worth talking about it, but it won't probably win. Kawhi Leonard, the game winner, where
that's
it
a nice
rattled
one.
on the
Right,
rim.
yeah, yeah.
That was jaw dropping.
It was jaw dropping.
Versus the Malice at the Palace, the Pistons Pacers brawl into the stadium. They started belting fans.
Yeah.
That's that by a mile. I could rewatch that so many times.
I remember-
because the live commentary on it is amazing.
I remember.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I remember like 'cause
This
this
is
is
the
when
crowd.
ESPN would show the game on the Saturday morning, and I remember because I can't remember what I was doing that morning. But I turned the game on. I literally turned it on with a minute and a half to go, and I can't remember who was taking the free throw. It was definitely a Pacers guy taking the free throw. They were winning by like 20 or 30 points, And I was like, oh, this is over. And I was just about to change it.
And
And then I saw Artest lying on the scorer's bench. And I watch it. And then I just remember watching going, what the fuck just happened?
Yeah.
Like, it just kept getting worse.
Just-
Like,
There we go. I pulled up the video just to give a bit of insight. I think there's a quick 15 minutes.
yeah, you can't watch it all.
Sorry, this content is restricted. Ooh.
All right, we'll just leave it for now. But
Fucking YouTube.
We'll
if you
share
haven't-
that as well.
If you haven't seen the Malice at the Palace, and we're definitely going to put this bracket up on the Instagram page,
You're going to.
but you have to see the Malice at the Palace. Okay, the next one. Diego Maradona against England, the hand of God, followed by the goal of the century,
Yeah.
versus the NC State Cinderella story with Jimmy Valvano as coach.
That's more of a story rather than a jaw-dropping thing.
But it was jaw dropping. This was a team that
Yeah.
came from nowhere.
Yeah.
Won the NC against, and we won't. They were against a North Carolina team that had Jordan and James Worthy. They had the Houston team that had Clyde Drexler and I think was it not Akeem Olajuwon? No, Akeem Olajuwon, all that stuff like.
Was that Georgetown with Ewing and all those
There's
days?
Georgetown with Ewing. Like, this is when college basketball was legit, like, proper. But, choose what you want. I'm going to go with Hand of God.
So am I for just jaw-dropping,
Hand
hand
of
of
God.
God, and then
Yeah.
that follow-up goal.
Absolutely.
All right.
Is that the first round done?
No, we've still got 3 more matchups.
Okay, good, because there's one that I haven't heard. I'm
Tyson bites Holyfield's ear.
that
Wait till you see who it's up against.
unless it's fucking
Aguero!
I'm sorry.
City
Tyson
scored twice in
biting
stoppage time to
Evander-
win the Premier League
No,
title.
fuck that. Tyson biting
Chops
Evander
good
Holyfield's
twice.
ear is one of the most all-time
Ima-
things in sport.
A lot of these things didn't happen in the social media age.
Yeah, yeah.
Imagine if that happens in the social
See,
media.
Aguero's is a game winner. It's great, and it's more the
But they did score 2 in stoppage
yeah,
time.
and the commentating and all that. But jaw dropping, Tyson biting.
Tyson
Yeah, bro.
biting Evander Holyfield's ear. Not once,
Hang on, but
twice.
imagine how hard you have to bite with a mouth guard on to bite someone's ear off.
Yeah.
It's nuts.
Oh.
It is fucking crazy.
If you had to bite someone's appendage off, what would you bite off? What would you bite? A finger off? No.
Try to bite the nose.
Nose would be fuck. I was thinking that would hurt as well.
That's a big. You know what it is? That's sinking. That's sinking.
Oh, imagine taking a chunk out of someone's nose.
That's getting, that's getting the molars involved. At the back there.
All right. Yucky. The Penn State sex scandal.
Jeez.
Sandusky raped
That's
kids.
huge.
Jerry Sandusky,
And this-
pig.
And this is the thing, is that this was Joe Paterno who was like
Yeah.
iconic. And it came out that he covered up. So what's worse, what can be worse than fucking a guy raping kids is covering it up.
Yeah. Watch Happy Valley.
Happy
Against-
Valley. Yes, great doco. Happy
Against
Valley.
The Pats come from 28-3 down to win the Super Bowl.
That.
The
That's
Pats.
jaw dropping.
That's.
Pat
You know what?
Pagano
I'm going to tell a story about that, and it pisses me off to this day.
So what did you say, Chop?
I was going with
Patriots.
Patriots.
I was in Adelaide for that game, and we're flying out that afternoon, and we're checking out of our hotel, and I knew I couldn't charge my phone anymore, so I was just watching the game in the morning, and it was like not even there, like it was blowing out, and I was like, "Fuck this! I'm turning my phone off. I'm going to save the battery for the plane, so I got my podcast to listen to or whatever." And then we're out, we went and had lunch with Adrian or whatever, and then just before we went, I checked the score. And I saw the score and I was like, huh? And then just like everything going off, like Brady this. And I was like, how the fuck did I miss that? And I looked at Hannah, I was like, what the fuck just happens as soon as we get home? As soon as I got home, I just sat there and I just watched it. And I was like, what the fuck?
remember
I still watch that 3 times a year, that last quarter.
But it was like, I wasn't Brady's biggest fan. But then you watch that and you go, there's no dispute now.
No, exactly.
He's the best.
That.
That actually cemented his legacy. He
Yeah.
was the best
Yeah.
of all time. All right, I think I did say Malcolm Butler was a honourable mention.
Ooh, and he didn't.
No, but he's in because I dropped someone.
Right.
So the Malcolm Butler interception, which was jaw dropping. The Seahawks were on their 1 yard line.
Give Marshawn
All they
the
had
ball.
to do was give Marshawn Lynch the ball, and they would have won the Super Bowl against Leicester, winning the Premier
There it
League
is,
title.
Leicester.
Leicester.
I was wondering when that was coming because that to me
that
makes me
year,
believe
watching
in
them
anything.
Play, yeah.
And even Hannah, I say, that's not going to happen. She just goes to Leicester.
That completes our first round matchups. All right, Tiger Woods versus the Escobar.
Tiger Woods.
Tiger Woods. Eldridge.
Tiger Woods is the 1 seed. It's funny how that worked out. He is the one seed. Monica Seles versus LeBron leaving Cleveland.
I'm going to go LeBron leaving Cleveland.
Monica Seles.
She got stabbed.
Yeah. At a sporting game. At a tennis match.
I'm going to say Monica Seles.
Tennis and figure skating, the most dangerous sports in the world, apparently.
Brazil. So the 7-1 beating versus the Cantona Kung Fu kick. I think Brazil. That's jaw dropping.
Yeah,
for
I
me.
still think Brazil.
It was 7-1. It
Yeah.
was
And they were they were the favourites.
they were humiliated.
Hang on. Just a bit. Because I haven't watched this in like fucking donkey's years. Okay, so we're just watching the Monica Seles shanking.
You don't see the shanking. You just see the afterwards. This would be enthralling listening, Chop.
Yeah.
Watch it in your own time.
So I'm choosing the Brazil pumping. What did you?
I think Brazil.
So it was against the Cantona Kung Fu kick.
I'm going Cantona.
So Brazil wins that.
Yeah, that was insane.
So, okay, this is a hard one. Tonya Harding, the Ray Allen game tying 3.
Tanya Harding.
Tonya Harding.
Yeah.
That shit's crazy. When you get a movie made up
Yeah.
about your story, that's jaw
A
drop.
figure skating movie.
Fuck, they brought figure skating into
Blades of Glory. Chad Michael
the
Michaels.
O.J. Simpson car chase, the Jordan game winner in 1998.
O.J. Simpson.
O.J.
I think
Simpson.
it's O.J. as well.
Yeah. Heisman Trophy winner. to
Jordan
murderer.
retires versus the Malice at the Palace.
Jordan retires.
Malice at the Palace, because I don't think you've ever seen anything like that again or ever will, where
This is a
players are
genuine hard
jumping
one.
into the crowd and just boxing on.
Like, can you imagine prime time, best in the world, just goes, nah.
Yep, that's what I mean. It's Jordan for me.
Imagine 10 years ago, Ronaldo went, no.
I mean, they made a 10-part doco on it.
Yeah, I know. There's no right or wrong here.
Oh, they will
I
make
just-
a doco on Malice at the Palace, but, you know, we'll get there.
Have they not done a doco on that yet?
They probably have, but not properly.
No, not like
Fuck.
this.
Because first of all, a lot of these players are only just finishing playing, and I reckon while their career's on, they don't want to really talk about it.
Yeah.
But give them another 5 to 10 years, and they'll all want to talk about it.
Yeah, that is actually big.
Because
The Last Dance.
Rick Carlisle was coaching Pacers. He's still coaching. He's gone back to the Pacers. And Larry Brown was coaching the Pistons. Like, you know.
The Last Dance changed sporting documentaries forever, I reckon.
Well, now they've got
Derek
a
Jeter.
Laker one coming out.
Derek Jeter's
A
doing
Derek
one.
Jeter one coming out.
This is a tough matchup. Hand of God, Tyson. Fighting
Tyson.
Holyfield.
Tyson.
Oh, that is probably one of the tops, because you got to think the,
the hand
hand
of
of
God,
God.
like-
Yeah, I know,
they
but he
called
bit
it.
someone's ear off.
Yeah. I'm going Tyson because I just think that's just the most next level.
Guy's
I would have gone
ear
Diego,
off.
but Tyson wins.
How funny is it they're friends now?
Yeah, we can do.
Not be friends with him.
Yeah, I
That's
guess.
what you're going to do.
Boxers don't have a lot of brain cells, you
Yeah.
know.
Actually, Mike Tyson's very smart.
I'm not saying
He started up his own weed company. He's
they've been
worth
hitting the head a
millions
million
now.
times. It's
Yeah, obviously that's
fact.
the profession, but his IQ, if you've listened to any of his documentaries that he's done, he's fucking smart individual.
the Pats, the comeback, or Leicester.
Oh,
Leicester.
It's half a day on this
That's
one.
a heartbreaking
You said
one.
Leicester. I'm going
Yeah.
to say the Pats comeback. It's all.
oh, you're a fuckhead.
So it's not
Leicester's
all time.
Leicester's the greatest underdog story of all time.
All time.
But then, that's the greatest comeback of all time. Fourth quarter. Oh my God, Leicester. Yeah, Leicester's because it's once in a lifetime.
Yep.
Brady's had 7 of them, and you expect that from him. But fuck, Leicester.
All right, here we go. Tiger Woods sex scandal. Monica Seles stabbing.
Tiger Woods. Monica.
Monica Seles getting stabbed.
I have to say the Tiger Woods sex scandal.
Tiger Woods. I'm watching it now. Poor Monica got shanked. Just like, ooh.
Right in the kahinki.
Coughing.
All right, Brazil getting beat 7-1, or Tonya Harding.
Tonya Harding.
It's a hard one
Tonya.
because we're talking about Brazil, the number 1 nation in world football,
Yeah,
getting done 7-1 on their home turf in a semi-final.
but a dude bash someone.
I know.
Tonya Harding.
Tonya Harding.
Tonya Harding.
Jaw dropping and shocking.
OJ Simpson versus Jordan retires.
OJ Simpson.
OJ Simpson.
OJ Simpson.
Yeah. He did murder.
That's it. Yeah.
He was running. He was the Ford Bronco.
Yep. I want one so badly. They got a new one coming out, but they're not coming to Australia. They're sick.
Fuck.
But even the old one, just done up nicely, I'd love one.
All right, here's the other one. Mike Tyson, the ear biting, Leicester.
Oh,
That is a tough one. Mike Tyson.
I say
Damon,
I
as you
say-
said,
I say
he
Leicester.
bit an ear off.
yeah, I know.
I say Leicester.
Yeah, I say Leicester too.
Whoa.
That was just so
That
unbelievable. And every week it was like, are they going to do it? Are they going to win?
They just kept fucking winning.
Okay, Tiger Woods sex scandal. Tonya Harding. This is really
Oh,
hard.
Tiger Woods is bigger.
But more George.
Dude,
That was jaw dropping.
short. and they've done a good doco on it. If you haven't watched it, it's called Tiger. Great doco
I
on
gotta
it.
watch that.
Is that with Joe Exotic?
No,
Oh, that's Tiger King. Sorry.
What the fuck?
Tonya Harding.
fuck's on to me. I gotta say Tiger. OJ Simpson, Leicester.
OJ Simpson. Bye.
Murder, man. Murder.
Damon, just come on.
It's OJ. It's murder.
I know Leicester's amazing.
Yeah, but
this prick murdered two
jaw
people.
dropping. Yeah. He
And here we are at the final. What a matchup.
Is it Tiger
The
and
Tiger
OJ?
Woods sex scandal versus OJ Simpson.
Wow.
The car chase, the murder.
what's
Okay.
worse, adultery or murder?
But this wasn't adultery. This was
Serial.
like systematic.
Yeah, sex fiend.
Fuck.
Okay.
Chop, you get to go first.
Here's why. Here's why it has to be OJ. He murdered two people, then got off, then wrote a book about it, then ended
If I
up in
did it.
prison for 5 to 7 years for armed robbery of the
He also, you
Planet
forgot, he
Hollywood.
settled a civil lawsuit.
settled a civil lawsuit, paying out the family, yeah, and then went to jail. Was it for 5 years, I believe it was, for stealing memorabilia from a Hard Rock Cafe casino. Now he's out, living in Florida, and doing Instagram and videos.
Hey,
and
Twitter
shit
world.
like that.
Have you ever follow him on Twitter?
Yeah.
That's it. Hey, Twitter world.
Is he still doing that
He
shit?
talks about Carol Baskins and how he thinks she did it and stuff. It's like, oh, mate, that's a bit rich.
That's why it's OJ.
Oh, yeah. You know why? Because athletes and people of wealth and fame and all that, they're going to have these scandals like Tiger had. They're sex fiends. They got everything they ever want. They have to find something else to make them tick. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I not expect it, but it's kind of like, all right, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if it came out that so-and-so
Yeah.
cheated on his wife, you go, all right.
Yeah,
But the way he did it, and then the way he was done, like was he intoxicated or on drugs, and he drove his car,
yeah.
and he smashed it, he hurt himself.
I just tried to cover it up.
Right, and then they were like, oh, he's in a car accident. Then it came out, no, well, why was he in a car accident? Like, oof. So you said OJ,
he killed two people, man.
Yeah. Literally.
Heisman Trophy winner, NFL top 100 team
In
ever.
probably,
OJ Simpson
you
wins.
forget as well, in one of the biggest franchises at the time was Naked Gun. And he was in those movies.
Yeah, he was in Naked
With,
Gun.
Yeah, I remember
Leslie Nielsen.
Leslie Nielsen.
He was a movie star,
movie star as well.
but he was also a very good NFL player.
That's what a lot of
Very
people
good.
here don't
He was
realize.
an excellent rushing running back.
Yeah,
Won the Heisman, came into the league. He was
younger.
straight away was one of the best players. Well, that's the end of the bracket.
That's huge. That's
That
a
was
good
OJ
bracket,
Simpson.
Brucey.
So
Very
all
good,
it
very
takes
good.
is to kill a couple people and then go on a police chase to win a bracket, eh?
That's it. Jaw-dropping moments in sport. You know, I'm pretty sure our listener base will love that bracket, so we will put it up eventually.
Yes.
Um,
We'll get the girls.
Any honourable
off.
mentions you can think of? I think you covered them.
There was one United 1999 Champions League final, the 2 goals in stoppage time
Yeah.
to win.
That's nice.
I wasn't there. There's a few other ones, but like what I try to do is cover a few sports, you know, not be too sports centric. Because, you know, you look when you do the research, it's a lot of US based stuff.
Yeah.
Um,
Aaron Hernandez.
that was close.
Fuck. That didn't make it. There.
And he killed 3 people, maybe 4.
and then
and
himself.
played. That's the strangest thing about the whole story of me is that killed a couple people in whatever March or something. Goes to training camp, plays the season, Has a great. Did they win a Super Bowl that year?
Nah, he never won a
No,
Super
no,
Bowl.
he didn't.
They made it to the final, lost.
He lost one though.
Yeah.
To the Giants.
Yep.
Yeah. But like, you killed someone, then you just went and signed a contract, and you played a whole season, and you were just in the public eye.
Obviously, major season.
Yeah, well, after that documentary, they cut him open. He had one of the worst cases they've ever
His
seen.
brain was like of a 80.
Well,
Yeah, and he was like 26 or 27 or something.
Yeah.
He knew something was up because he said,
That's why.
he said, cut my brain out, cut my body for science. Or something.
Nah, that was Junior Seau.
And speaking of jaw dropping, I could segue this into anything, but Carlton.
Oh, yeah, let's quickly touch on AFL before we finish because it's important. Tonight I wore my Azuri jersey, my Phoenix Suns jacket because I'm on the bandwagon, but I proudly wore my Carlton hat this week.
You're in the shop for the finals.
Yeah.
Please don't
Believe,
make me
Damon.
But good on Carlton.
Good win.
Good win.
Paddy Dow pulled his head out of his ass. Levi
question.
Casbolt's the worst thing that's ever stepped on.
I don't care about the Eagles. Fan questions, Adam.
Oh, yeah, and the Eagles.
Oh,
the
man, they
Eagles.
got pumped.
And you got embarrassed.
It wasn't bad.
Chop, have you written off the season now?
Yeah, there's no point.
I hope you have to play at Geelong 4 times next year.
It's ridiculous.
Surely they won't make you go back there next year.
No, they will, just like shits and gigs.
Anyway, we got a couple fan questions we're going to get through before we finish
Let's do
out
it.
tonight's show. So, boys, what is your all-time favourite soccer team and player?
As in, like, a specific team that year.
I just think
Yeah, I reckon it's got to be that year, because if you say all time, I'm assuming.
I think it's just your fan. Maybe just your team.
No, I reckon it's the team
Alright.
you love the most, like that year.
Okay. Yeah, I agree with you.
I'm going to say Italy.
06.
Honorable mention to 06, but no, 94. Love that. That was my,
I'm
that
going
was
to
my
say,
first memory.
and favourite player?
Robbie Bajul.
For me, weird as well, Brazil, 98, Ronaldo.
Oof, that's a good one.
I was obsessed with Ronaldo.
Yeah, you were. I remember because you had his
Love it.
boots.
Yeah.
Chelsea, 2011-2012 Champions League, Didier Drogba.
Yeah, nice. Good question.
That's a great question. Very easily answered by everyone.
Didier Drogba, by far.
From Adam
but I also
Rucci.
love Paolo Maldini.
Rooch, appreciate you writing in. Tell the Poms to fuck off. Fair enough.
Is that what you wrote?
Yeah.
Good on you, Rooch.
Dan Hickerman, it's coming home. The
Fuck off,
Poms.
geezer. You pommy twat.
What Richie said.
Yeah.
So Jacob,
See above.
good old Jacob, one of the Monterosso clan.
Oh, is that
Does
what-
Freckle Boy chop? Firstly, fuck you. Freckles are
Freckles.
great. Know where any of the Spanish players play for, what he meant to say was play for what club they play for.
All right.
I've got the starting lineup here from
All right,
the last
Damo.
game they played.
I'm not going to get all these right.
That's fine. We'll see how you go.
Where are we starting?
Goalkeeper.
All right.
Atletico Bilbao.
Unai Simon.
He's got it right. Athletic Bilbao.
Left back. Jordi Alba.
Barcelona.
Yep.
Centre back. Paul Torres.
I don't think you'll get this one.
Atletico?
Nah. Villarreal.
Yeah, fuck.
Laporte.
You should get this one.
He's Atletico.
No, he's Man City.
If you keep saying Atletico, you get one though.
So you keep track. Do you want me to keep track of how many he's got right?
Two.
Two from four.
So he's 2 from 4.
Yeah. Cesar Azpilicueta. Oh, how did I fuck that up?
Azpilicueta.
He's Chelsea.
Yes, he
Yeah,
is.
3 out of 5.
Pedri. Left mid.
Oh, he's Barca.
Yeah, good chop. 4 out of 6.
Sergio Busquets.
Barca.
Yeah. 5
Coque.
out of 7.
Atletico.
Yes.
He's on here.
Pablo Sarabia.
Don't think you'll get this one.
He plays for Seville.
Nah. PSG. So what was that? 5 out of 8?
Yeah, he's still on
No.
6.
6 out of 8. 6 out of 8. 6 out of 9.
Alvaro Morata.
Come on.
Atletico.
No.
No?
Juventus.
Did you not get that
Oh,
one? I thought you had that
He
one.
went back to Atletico.
He's on loan to Juventus.
No, he hasn't played for Atletico for a while.
First of all, he
Fuck
played
off.
last season at Juve, and he's playing the next season at
Okay,
Juve.
let's go to the UEFA champ.
No,
UEFA Cup
doing
ad.
this job. He
Club
plays for
Atletico.
He
Club
plays for Juventus. You are
Club
not
Atletico.
going down the loophole.
He went from
Going to-
Chelsea.
No, I
Did
didn't.
he play for
Atletico.
No, I said
he went to,
Atletico.
he went to Madrid, to Chelsea, to Atletico.
For how long?
Wait, he was there for a couple of years.
His club. Atletico.
No, he
We're
plays.
not doing this.
Nah, who's he play for?
Fuck
Incorrect.
that.
I'm not paying that.
Okay, so he's 6 out of 10. So the last one.
Ferran Torres.
He's Man City.
He's correct.
That's not bad. I'll give you 7.
7 out of 11.
8. Fucking load
No,
of shit.
7 out of
Oh,
11.
you are not hiding behind that.
Nah, what's that? 67% or
Jacob,
something?
Eat a dick. But no, thanks for writing in, buddy. We appreciate
That was all right. I expected you to get less than that.
You know what?
Yeah.
So did I. But they started
If we
a
went
pretty
through the
obvious
rest
team.
of the squad,
Yeah.
if we went to the subs, he wouldn't get the subs.
No.
Oh,
I could make up some names that you wouldn't even realise, I reckon.
yeah, well, shit,
I could have
some of them
easily
are
been
weird
like...
ass names.
just make a few
All
up.
right.
Oh, there's so many the subs he'd get maybe 4. He'd maybe get 1.
Felipe Esperanza.
The only one he'd get is Thiago.
No, and I would get Adama Traore.
He didn't come on. I'm talking about the subs actually came on. in the
Oh,
game.
but fuck, okay. That's actually in the team.
De Gea.
Yeah, he'd get that. Doesn't matter. All right, next question.
Okay. Next question, last one for tonight. How many items from Shermie? How many items of sports clothing does Rosso Man own?
Not as many as Damon.
Yeah, I was going to say I would have asked that question for Damon.
I'm not a massive sporting clothing. You think he's talking about jerseys, right? I
Yeah.
assume so.
How many?
Because I have a lot of Jordan brand wear, but that's more like
T-shirts, yeah.
But that's more like
Smart casual.
smart casual, you know. Like that's something you could wear to wear out.
Christening. Basketball game.
If I was to say, I've probably got like 7 soccer shirts and a couple of basketball singlets.
So I've got 22 NFL jerseys.
I've got an NFL jersey.
Probably about 8 soccer jerseys. An NBA. A baseball. And then the jackets I've got.
You know what
20
I've
odd
you know what
jackets.
I've got that's like unbelievable.
50 hats.
Nah. The Italian ice hockey jersey from when they hosted the Olympics.
What do you mean? Italian ice hockey jersey.
I don't know where it is. It's at home. Better not be fucking thrown out.
That's
for
a
it.
great...
But it's like I think my older brother got it for me, and I went at the time. I was like, "What the fuck am I going to do with this?" But I kept it because it's like it's Italy. They don't have an ice hockey team. They only had it for the Olympics because they hosted it. They were shit.
That's sick. No, they had an ice hockey team in D2, Mighty Ducks as well, at the Junior Goodwill Games.
Yeah.
How do you say wussy? You know, I nearly bought the Trinidad and Tobago jersey from. It looks like a rainbow paddle pot. Yeah, I saw that online. I was like,
You have a D2 jersey?
I have the D1,
You need the D2. That's sick.
the American one.
No, the one
sorry.
they
yeah,
wore at the end.
I have an Anaheim one, which looks like that.
Yeah.
It's an alternative. Oh yeah, I've got a few hockey jerseys actually.
All right, Forza Italia.
Viva España. Thanks, guys. Remember to subscribe and tune in next week. We got Richie Garcia on the show. Thank you.
You've been listening to Any Give and Take. Follow the boys on Instagram and Twitter at Any Give and Take.
Azzurri!